safe. Today we're going to do some masking in Lightroom. First of all, we're going to do some Luminance masking, and then we're going to do some colour masking, and then we're going to do some masking with the auto mask. So let's get started. Right, I'm going to take this really overexposed image and try and turn it into something much better. First of all, we're going over to the develop module, and we're going to do auto exposure, and that's sort of even up the exposure a little bit. And then we're going to go down to the transform tool and do auto to try and straighten this up, which it has. We're going to do a bit of cropping. We're going to crop this bit off the bottom. I don't really like that. And double click that. And the only other thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and bring this white up and this brass bit here. So the easiest way of doing that is to do an oval, and I'm going to press O on the keyboard to show where it's masking, and red is obviously where it's masking. So on this I'm going to do a luminance mask, and I'm going to take the slider right from the left over to the right, and you can sort of see it removing off of most of the things either side of the white. Press O again, and now we can brighten that up without really affecting much else. So I like that. Next thing to do is the same over here. We're going to do another oval, and that's where it's masked. Bring the feather down a little bit, and again we're going to do the luminance mask. I'm going to take it down off of most of the darker pieces and leave it on the lighter pieces. So if I press O, we should be able to see, yeah, we can see the difference. So it's mainly affecting this inner section. And so we can now press O again, and we can change the exposure of that and brighten or darken it up. I'm going to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, close that. So there, really, the difference we had from before. And so this is what we had, and this is what we ended up with. Now we're going to do some colour masking. Okay, so we've got this picture from Duxford, and we're going to do a bit of colour masking today. So to start with, we're in the develop module, and we're in the basic tab here, and we're just going to open up the shadows here quite a bit, just to sort of brighten this bottom half a little bit. So we're now going to go up into the brush setting up the top, and we need a fairly large brush, which we can make bigger or smaller with the bracket keys. And we're going to start painting over the yellow bits. Now press O on the keyboard. This shows us where we're masking. And so I'm just going to roughly go over everywhere that's yellow here. Once we've got that, I'm going to press O on the keyboard again just to get rid of that. And I'm going to go down here to colour. We get a little eyedropper. We're going to pick a colour here. We're going to pick this colour here. We'll press O on the keyboard again. The eyedropper there, and we're just, you can see it's just got all the yellow bits. We're just missing out on this top bit. So hold shift, and then we add and click again, that's captured that. So I'm going to press O again to take that masking off, and I'm going to increase the yellow here to as really what we saw. I'm going to increase the tint a little bit, and so that's really, this is the difference. So we got that to start with and that to finish, so that's more like what we saw. So we're now going to go and just mask this bottom bit. I'm going to close that one, go up to the graduated tool, and just bring the graduation up from here, and I'm just going to lighten all this at the bottom just to make it look a bit nicer. And we're going to choose a new one. We're going to come down from the top, and we're just going to take the blacks down a little bit just to darken that blue a little bit and bring it in. That's it. So that's our masking, our colour masking. Now we're going to look at doing some auto mask in Lightroom. Okay, so now we're going to do some masking, some auto masking. So this is in the brush setting, so we go up to the brush, come down there where it says auto mask, we tick that, and now we're an auto mask. So what happens is where you can see the cursor on the brush. So although that's bigger, wherever that plus sign is where you're going to mask. So I'm going to press O on the keyboard to show up the red, and if you can see as I move around this, although I'm overlapping the clock face, we're not actually masking that, and so all we're doing is masking all the tones similar to what we're painted over. So that's that there. I'm going to press the O again, and now we alter exposure, we can change that quite drastically. So for instance, we want to make it slightly darker, we can. And we're going to click down here just to turn it on and off. You can see the difference we've made. Now I'm going to press new here, and we're going to do another mask. Press O on the keyboard again, and we're just going to do the clock face. I'll press the space bar and click, that brings it up 100%. So I'm just going to click in here, and you can see that it's just taking the black parts and it's not affecting the gold parts. So wherever that plus sign is, it's going to mask out that tone. Just go around here. Right, so that's pretty much all done. You press O on the keyboard again just to knock that out, and we can then play with just the clock face. You can see there it hasn't affected the gold bits. So if for instance we wanted to open up that a little bit, yeah, we've opened that up a little bit. Press the space on the keyboard again. I'm just going to toggle this on and off. So that's what it was, and that's what we've done. So that really is auto mask. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. But please be kind, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.